Welcome to MBC News. I'm Dooza Dragonash, and this is our team for tonight. Sigmund Nearminster.
Good evening.
And Malburn's writer.
Good morning, afternoon, evening, or indeed tomorrow, depending on wherever and whenever you are.
Okay, how are you guys?
We're very good. Actually, I have to say I'm sat here sweating because the weather here has taken a turn for the better. It's getting hotter, which is great because it's been minus 327 here since 2011 started, I think. So I'm feeling better.
Well, count yourself lucky. We've got 70-mile-an-hour winds and ash on its way from what appears to now be the annual volcano in Iceland. How about you, Mal?
I was just thinking the same thing. As soon as getting undressed, I'm getting dressed, putting a thicker shirt on and wrapping up temporarily. But otherwise, it's been fine. Been a really exciting few days. I'm quite busy. So, yeah, all good.
What was exciting?
Well, the UWA thing, which I gather we'll be covering later, for one thing. And technology that breaks down is pretty exciting too. But I got that repaired now, I hope.
We'll let BT know. The Second Life-based trading game known as the SL Capital Exchange has a new owner and is now simply Capital Exchange. Second Life resident Skip Oceanlane has taken over the virtual stock market trading game, and potential player investors can now buy shares in fictitious SL companies. Oceanlane is taking great pains to stress that this is indeed a game and not a real exchange, offering real shares in SL companies. Although the listings may bear the same names as in-world businesses, in Second Life they are similar to Monopoly board properties in that owning Boardwalk or Mayfair in the game doesn't actually mean a player owns them in real life. However, investors will be playing with real Lindens, which means you can make and lose money. So make sure you read all the rules and disclosures before playing. Well, if you want to sign up, it's at capex.biz. Sigmund, you were looking into this. What did you think about it?
Well, you know, we've had all these scandals in the past about these exchanges where people were investing money and they thought it was real money with real companies. It turns out it wasn't, and people lose money. And what's happening here is that Skip appears to have resurrected the notion of having an exchange, but he's very open about this and saying that it really is it's a game, it's a way of learning about investment, and you can do this online with other companies, but he's offering it based on Second Life trading. But the twist to this is, of course, that you can actually invest Linden in here. So although on the one hand it is a game, it's a game you can lose some real money in if you take part in it. So it sounds very legit. It sounds okay, no problem. But just remember that you might have to, you might lose some money or you might win some.
Mm. I think I'll stick to raising a virtual Monopoly board in my virtual home and playing with friends.
Yeah, I mean, is there anything new about this? You know, does it differ from anything that went before?
I think what seems to be new about this, and this is against a point I think that Skip was making, was he's certainly more open with the fact that you are not actually buying real shares in real companies. I think the problem was that some people were thinking that they were taking part in this exchange previously and were buying real stock. But it turns out you weren't buying real stock. So this is very much an overt game, and I think that's the twist that Skip's been taking on this one. But this trading thing has been around for some time, but I think it had gone through a period of being a little bit shady, and I think Skip's hoping to turn this around and make it more of a game that people understand they're playing.
Okay. Thank you.
Well, talking about money, and this is real money, Avanade, a Canadian IT consultancy company, have reported that it saved $20,000 in training costs by creating a virtual campus in Second Life. Now, the project began a year ago, and in that time, over 300 employees have attended in-world training at the virtual training facility. Now, they've got a 50-seater auditorium, a 20-seater training center with 5 breakout rooms, along with displays which show what the company actually does. And feedback from the participants have shown that the majority actually prefer this type of Second Life-based training to other types of virtual learning.
Well, British celebrity chef Jamie Oliver and California's Electronic Arts Company are teaming up to promote the Facebook game Restaurant City. The game lets players design and manage their own eating establishments where they can create appetizing menus and employ their Facebook friends as waiters and indeed chefs. During the next months, Jamie Oliver will be featuring a weekly recipe for which players have to find all the ingredients. The winner will get a, surprise, surprise, Jamie Oliver pasta maker. According to Oliver, quote, "I'm always interested in new social media and I hope that by creating my recipes in the virtual world," the question mark on my part there, "the Restaurant City community will be inspired to try making them for real." End quote.
And talking about people having second jobs, Second Life's co-founder Philip Rosedale has started a new venture called Coffee and Power, which is a sort of social self-help network where people do small jobs for each other in their neighborhood. Now, you can post things you want doing or things you're prepared to do, and you do that in exchange for services or a virtual currency. Now, so far it's been piloted in San Francisco only, but it's sure to spread, especially, we think, amongst the Second Life community. And as Rosedale has said, quote, "We bet there will be a much larger and different range of things people will do with coffee and power than anyone, including us, can initially imagine, just like Second Life," unquote. Now, if you're actually in San Francisco, you can sign up and use coffeeandpower.com, or actually you can just go to the site and sign on anyway, and I believe Mal has already done that. Is that right, Mal?
Yes, indeed. This is sort of an offshoot of Philip Rosedale's new company, Love Machine, which was doing sort of things. It's got a very good interface, and I just signed up with it. And they have had a few things that are actually outside San Francisco. In fact, I think even a couple outside the USA. But my inbox has, supposed to say, been spammed by Philip for about the last 10 days with offers of different jobs, what I can do. So I'm tending to delete them rather quickly, but it's an interesting project indeed. Look forward to seeing more of it.
Yeah, I was just saying earlier that, somebody will probably ask Mel to get them a cup of coffee, and it'll be $3 for the coffee and £2,000 for the flight to and from San Francisco.
Yeah, something like that. That's why I ignore them.
So, Deucer, back to you.
And I'm very happy to welcome Morgue McMillan into the studio today to talk about the International Missing Children's Day. Morgue, what's that about?
Yeah, the International Missing Children's Day, we actually do it the second time in Second Life. First one was last year. And it was first conducted in the USA in the early 80s. There was a little boy named Ethan Patz from New York who disappeared from school, and they haven't found him still. So after that, the Missing Children Day was initiated on May 25th every year, and it's celebrated all over the world.
Okay, so why we're doing it in Second Life, but what's going to happen?
Yeah,
what are
we will
doing
have
exactly. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we will have, of course, we will have a presentation about Initiative Vermisste Kinder, which is a German organization helping parents and relatives who are missing children, and they do all kinds of stuff you need to know, and also providing psychologists if needed. So the initiative is also working with a European organization called Missing Children Europe, and they are working all over the European continent and the UK too. There is an organization in the UK too working on this.
So what, in terms of Second Life, what sort of things can we do as Second Life residents to help make this all a success? What do we need to do? How can we help?
Well, what we are doing, of course, is like the second time in Second Life to do this event, to raise awareness, first of all, to point people to the right places, to give information. The thing is to tell people where to go to when they are missing a child. First of all, of course, they go to the police, and that's the right thing to do. But often they need support. The families need support. And so what can be done is to raise awareness, to give them information where to go to, where to get help, actually. Okay. So, and that's what it is all about in the end. And this event is not like many other events meant for fundraising or such in the first place. It's more about awareness and information.
Well, my mind is wobbling here because I'm actually looking at the schedule here, and I noticed it's going to be broadcast on the web, so presumably this will help with outreach. And you've got some amazing stuff here, actually. You've got University of Stockholm doing Dancing Light, which I love, Ballet Pixel. You've got a special play, I believe. There's a lovely lineup here. Do you want to talk us more about that?
Yes. We when we started like 2 months ago to actually really plan this whole thing, we had a rough outline and some brainstorming. It was 3 people actually talking. Annelie Ulrich, who is owner of the group in Second Life, and she is working with the head of the Real Life organization. And Serene Bashir and me, and we were trying to put this all together and put some ideas up there. So, and that's what came out of it.
That's fantastic. So is it just going to last the one day then?
Yes, right, yes. It's just always just this one day thing. And I know Annelie, for one, will be in Berlin, Alexanderplatz, at some venue. She's involved there in real life to do this event. And then she will head over, she will be quite busy to head over into Second Life and to do the same thing then in Second Life. And what we will do, we will start, of course, at 9 a.m. Second Life time. Well, it will take some time before people come in and arrive, and we will have a short welcome, and then we will have a presentation about the whole thing, what it is about. This year's focus is on runaways, so which is a special thing in this whole case. So
okay,
they have
so
focus
when
every
is this
year.
happening?
Yeah.
When is this happening?
Yeah, sure. It's this Wednesday, 25th of
Where
May,
is it happening?
in the Garden for Change. Which is a great location, really, and we are very thankful that Medora Chevalier provided us with that. We asked her for it because we thought, as it is an homage to the homeless who built the real-life Garden for Change, or for Change places in the UK, and we thought runaways can end up as homeless, That's not unusual. So this is kind of linking it all together.
Yeah, that's connection.
That's brilliant. So you're starting at 9 a.m. and what time are you bringing the curtains down? What time will you finish?
9 p.m. actually. We will have a break of 2 hours between 3 p.m. and 5 p.m. But that's just because, well, the Europeans are done then and the Americans just came up. Kind of, yeah. So we will have a break of 2 hours, which is good because I will go on for the second part then and do the presentation there again. So
thank you very much, Morgan. Thank you very much for coming into the studio to talk about it.
Yeah, thank you very much for the invitation. That was really great.
Oh, it's a pleasure.